Good evening. Welcome to the business segment of the Diamond News Desk at 8 p.m. My name is Tapu Ngoma. Thanks so much for joining us. These are the stories that we will be reviewing this evening on the bulletin. Government seeks tighter oversight in artisanal mining. And later on, ZAM urges priority for local manufacturers in procurement. I will be back to also give you the Kwacha's performance on the international market, and we'll close it off with our commodity prices. Do stay tuned for this and more. Let's get straight to business. Government has called for stronger systems to effectively monitor and trace minerals from their source to final destination in the artisanal and small-scale mining sector. Mines and Minerals Development Minister Paul Kabuswe says despite the sector's crucial role in supporting livelihoods and contributing to the economy, it continues to face significant challenges. The minister says among the challenges includes limited geological information, insufficient access to finance, and inadequate skills in modern, safe, and environmentally sound mining practices. He was speaking at the ongoing artisanal and small-scale mining conference being held in Lusaka. Meanwhile, United Nations Development Programme resident representative in Zambia, James Wakaiga, says with projected rise in demand for critical minerals, artisanal and small-scale mining is increasingly contributing to national economic activities and development.
The artisanal and small-scale mining subsector has grown rapidly in recent years, providing livelihoods for thousands of Zambians and contributing to both local and national development. With proper organization and support, the subsector is seen as having the potential to generate significant revenue, improve rural infrastructure, create jobs, and strengthen social inclusion. It is for this reason that the Ministry of Mines and Minerals Development has convened the country's first ever artisanal and small-scale mining conference. The meeting, themed Unlocking ASM Potential for Inclusive and Sustainable Development, has brought together miners, government agencies, financial institutions, and international experts to address challenges and explore opportunities in the sector. Speaking at the event, Mines and Minerals Development Minister Paul Kabuswe has underscored the critical role artisanal and small-scale miners play in Zambia's economy.
Going to our small-scale miners, giving them unconventional even ways like for gold, unconventional ways of cleaning it, using mercury, polluting the environment. Rivers are dying because of illegal mining. As if that is not enough, they are buying these materials for a song. Our artisanal miners are remaining poor. Yet they are mining very wealthy things. And this is what could give rise to conflicts. And this is why Zambia wants to take the bull by the horns, but not by reinventing the wheel, but also learning from our neighbors. What have they done?
Despite these interventions, the sector continues to face persistent challenges. Issues of informality remains widespread. Productivity is low due to lack of capital and modern technology. And market access is often limited, and where it exists tends to be exploited.
Meanwhile, the United Nations Development Programme's resident representative in Zambia, James Wakaiga, says artisanal and small-scale mining is a significant global activity with more than 50 million people directly involved worldwide.
Honorable Minister, the importance of the ASM sector globally cannot be overemphasized. It is a significant local activity, global activity, where we have over 50 million people directly involved in this sector. In the recent past, and amidst the projected increased demand for critical minerals, artisanal small-scale mining is increasingly playing an active role in national economic activities and development.
The conference is expected to chart a way forward for the artisanal and small-scale mining subsector, positioning it as a driver of inclusive growth and sustainable development in Zambia. Rachel Mumba for Diamond News.
The Zambia Association of Manufacturers says manufacturing should be at the center of Zambia's economic growth, with the Buy Zambia campaign positioned as a key driver in development procurement. Speaking government procurement, I beg your pardon. Speaking in Lusaka on Monday during the receiving of a sponsorship check worth 500,000 kwacha, ZAM President Ashu Saga says it is the association's hope that government will enhance and endorse the campaign as an official policy in procuring goods by government institutions. Mr. Saga has stressed that strengthening support for local manufacturing will not only stimulate economic growth, but also create jobs and build resilience within the country's industrial sector.
Manufacturing should be at the pinnacle of Zambia's economy. Proudly Zambian campaign is going to be a key driver, we believe, in government procurement. We've been pushing this and we believe government will enhance and endorse this as a policy around procuring goods for Zambian government's needs. Also of note is what government has done with SI45 recently, which has given fertilizer a preference.
Veritable and true economic growth can only come out of manufacturing because of the value chains that are created and also the value addition to the natural resource. And we believe, as ZAM believes, that we cannot build the economy of our country, let alone the region. And I'm very, very delighted also on behalf of the wonderful group that ZAM is thinking beyond the borders and thinking about regional integration.
We've prided ourselves in changing the face of Zambia in terms of industrialization. Around Africa now, all leaders are talking about Africa has to industrialize to be able to match the international commercial units, manufacturers and so on. And we discovered that in fact Zambia has got a lot more raw materials which we can transform into finished products, not only to use in Zambia but to export to the region.
Still watching the Business Bulletin this evening. Let's now shift our attention and see the kwacha's performance today. Your money markets this evening will show you the kwacha against the USD as businesses did come to a close earlier today. We start with the buying power of the USD at 23 kwacha 90 ngwe, and it was selling at 24 kwacha 31 ngwe. We see the penetration there of the USD into the 24 kwacha mark. Now these rates do vary from bank to bank, and our source here is the Zambia National Commercial Bank. Let's now shift our attention and see what our construction commodity prices look like. Your construction commodity prices are brought to you by the Zambia National Building Society. Let's take a look at our first item this evening. This is a 300 feet fiberglass open reel long tape. This will cost you somewhere around 1,070 kwacha. Our second item this evening is coming in handy. It's a reflective safety barricade. Now this is 8 by 24 inches, and this will cost you somewhere around 1,650 kwacha when you purchase it, depending on where you're buying it from. These construction commodity prices are brought to you by the Zambia National Building Society, ZNBS. Let's close off our business by taking a look at our commodity prices. Our commodity prices this evening will show you the average price of goods when you go out to shop. Let's start with our food items. 1 kg of beef at an average of 110 kwacha. 2 kg of sugar starting at 67 kwacha all the way to 70 kwacha. A kg of the same commodity starting far less at 35 kwacha. 5 kg of Nakonde rice between 175 and 190 kwacha. A tray of eggs starts at 95 kwacha. 5 liters of cooking oil will cost you nothing more than 300 kwacha, while a 25 kg bag of millet meal is going at an average price of about 300 kwacha, depending on where you're buying it from. If you prefer the alternative, which is roller millet meal, that will cost you starting 225 kwacha, nothing more than 240. Stay where you are. Your non-food items look a little something like this. Starting off with our 10 rolls of toilet paper at 85 kwacha. 175 grams of toothpaste between 37 and 40 kwacha. 1 bar of multi-purpose soap starts at 35 kwacha. If you prefer 1.5 kg of washing powder to 3.5, you're looking at a difference that is significant there, because 1.5 starts at 115 while 3.5 starts at 220 kwacha. Closing it off with our bathing soap, 1 bar will cost you between 19 and 47 kwacha. These altogether are your commodity prices. Our Commodity prices bring us to the end of our business news this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. You might want to stay where you are because after these very short messages, I will be back giving you your construction news. Do stay tuned.